Hey everyone, this is Hadrian. Thanks for watching. Let's play some more Planetbase in our Mars Colony 2 series. We just had 2 visitors arrive, and it seems like these visitors have real needs. Like real needs. Like they're coming in and they need to eat, they need to drink, so our colony is helping them. So maybe that's what visitor ships are really all about. Unfortunately, since 2 visitor ships have landed, they're kind of taking up my starport space, which is just annoying. But, this could be, or in the next few episodes, if not this one, we could be looking at the final episode of the series. This is not going to be an ending, even if we reach the 300 colonist milestone. This is not going to be an ending where, there's a very obvious endpoint. It will be an ending where I call the series. And I'm thinking of calling it now, simply because there's not a lot happening. We've built up a very strong colony. I'm very proud of it. We've overcome a bit of adversity, which had a massive die-off. We went from about 150 colonists down to 100 because of a glitch with the game where they don't quite do what they're supposed to when a large trade is happening. That was 2 episodes ago, if you want to see what I'm talking about. When you've ordered up a massive trade, even colonists who aren't involved in the trade will unfortunately kind of sit on their butts, and they won't feed themselves, they won't sleep, and they won't do what they normally do. So I don't know, just the code that involves telling the colonists how to behave when they're prioritizing, getting everything out to a big trade ship is a little wonky right now. So aside from that, I mean, we overcame that challenge. We're almost back up to 150, but at this point we're watching grass grow. So this could be the last episode of the series. I've certainly enjoyed you guys watching it. We just want to make sure that as the colony continues to grow, we are staying efficient, which it seems that we are. We have a bunch of spares. It does seem that we are losing semiconductors a little bit, despite the fact that we have several foundries. Let's go ahead and build some more semiconductor foundries. 2 more, to be exact. So those are going to go up pretty quick. The materials have already been laid down. Visitors have paid 35 coins for services. Okay, so those were legitimate visitors. For once, we did not get attacked by a visitor entering the base. That's a nice change of pace, right? So, didn't seem to change the prestige of our base too much, though. All right, so this visitor ship it's just 1 visitor. Another carrier bot damaged irreversibly. I think a commenter was able to explain, my suspicion earlier in the series is that there is a certain type of maintenance on bots that is permanent. You can't reverse it. There's a certain type of condition, rather. So yes, you can repair bots when they're temporarily damaged, but they can also get permanently damaged. Ooh, power storage low. This is new. We don't have any wind. Need the wind to come back. Alright, so new engineer and new biologist there. Yeah, this is... okay. If the wind comes back just long enough... okay. So yeah, I'm going to need to build some additional power storage. That was... so we might have had kind of a windless night there. Notice when the wind came all the way back, it actually fully powered the base. But we just had kind of a windless most of the night, and the consequence was we almost had a power outage. Interesting. Well, yep, let's go ahead and build a power collector. So, since this could be the last episode, and I'm not going to do a look back on this video, or on this series, it hasn't been a particularly long series, but now would be a good time to reflect on the series and how things have gone. Colony ship just landed there. Visitor ships landing here. Looks like they have dire needs, so we can take care of them. So, with Mars Colony 1, as I've discussed throughout the series, but now I'll talk about it, I guess, in a bit more detail. My first Planetbase series ended horribly because I did not really... let's see, where is the... here we go. Landing permissions. If you change this value to where you have 40% biologist instead of the initial 40% worker, 30% biologist value, it really helps you a lot. And you can see here that it's made all the difference in this particular playthrough. We're almost back up to 150 colonists, which is awesome. But yeah, it's just made all the difference in the world. New power collector's been built too. That's great. Should fill up very quickly. Somewhat quickly anyway. Oh, there's no wind right now. Yeah, so it's only filling up as a result of the solar power. So it's just made all the difference in the world. And they have actually reduced the challenge of this initial planet. So the next series in Planetbase, which might be a while from now, there's a lot of other stuff I want to play, but I love Planetbase and I would like to do some Let's Plays with a bit more variety, because now I've done 2 series on the initial planet. The next one will be on a different planet type, which will be more challenging. So it could be a very different experience. Oh, look at this. It's kind of a military-looking camo ship. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about all these visitor ships is they clog up my port. Yeah, we did gain some prestige. So maybe that will help bring colonists in. So we're up to 54 bots, which is nice. 144 colonists. Here's another visitor ship. More visitors with real needs. Nice to have people not attacking us. But yes, they reduced the challenge of this planet. When I played on Mars Colony 1, one of the things that was funny is, you know, you saw meteors flying. Just every few minutes, you would see a meteor just come crashing down. So that's a new medic and a new worker. Good. And it turns out they found out that there was a bug causing meteors to fall twice as fast as they should have been falling on this planet. So they did fix that. And they also removed solar flares, which might have been removed around the time Mars Colony 1 was recorded. So we haven't had to deal with any solar flares, but you do definitely have to deal with those in the atmosphere-less planets that you deal with in other modes of Planetbase. There is a kind of a Saturnian moon that is the next level, and then there's an M-class planet, which I haven't really looked at that. M-class, I think, is typically Earth-class, so I don't know that that would be difficult to establish a colony on, but we'll see how it works. Up to 146 colonists. So the next series that I'm thinking I will play in this slot, I'm going to have 2 strategy games going at once, because this is my sci-fi simulation and survival slot, and I would like to play a sci-fi strategy game. Specifically, Master of Orion has recently entered early access, and I've designed a thumbnail for a series called Pax Humana, and I would very, very much like to explore that game for a little while. So that'll probably be the series following this. And of course, leave comments as much as you would like to let me know what else you might want to see in the 6 p.m. time slot. As long as it fits in with the theme of everything else, then I will definitely keep it in mind. We have a nice full breeze right now. Don't know why I didn't have everything sped up all the way there, but we've got it fixed now. Armed intruder. Okay, where did that come from? Oh, this ship landed there. I didn't even see them. Intruder's been killed. 2 intruders have been killed. Good. All 3 have been killed. Oh wait, there's a 4th. Good. No colonist died. Can cut off the red alert. That's good. I'm tired of the armed intruders killing all my colonists. I've had enough death over the past few episodes. Thank you very much. Another colony ship landing. We might be about to hit the 150 mark, which we didn't actually hit before. All right, there we go. So we're up to 148. I'm actually going to cut off visitor permissions. So the only visitors we'll land will be the hostile visitors. But I just don't feel like that prestige is making that much of a difference, and I would rather give more colony ships the opportunity to land than do anything else, because we have these 3 starports. So let's make use of them, shall we? What else can I say about this series, looking back on it? I think it's a pretty game. Like that sunset just now, I enjoy watching the game as I play it, which can't be said for every single game you ever do a Let's Play of. Up to 149 now, that's nice. But that's one of the reasons I enjoy playing Planetbase, is it's watchable. In a similar way to a lot of my other content. I like to tell stories, whether I'm doing it directly or kind of implicitly through what's happening in the series. I generally won't play games that don't have a narrative aspect where you feel like there's something grand happening behind the scenes. Like, this is the establishment of a colony on Mars. You know, it's a pretty big deal. Let's speed things up a bit. So Planetbase definitely delivers that in spades. And I look forward, you know, around the time Mars Colony 1 came out, they mentioned that they weren't going to be updating the game too much anymore. I mentioned this way back in the beginning of the Mars Colony 2 series. Well, it turns out they are actually, like I mentioned, doing a big patch soon that's going to be adding some new features to the game, new buildings. And it's nice to see them fully commit to updating the game and keeping the game fresh and adding new features. So 151 colonists and 55 bots. That's good. I think this visitor's leaving. Yep. Well, maybe not. Maybe now. Okay, there we go. Yep. All right, so this visitor's going to fly off. Bye-bye. And now we have all of our starports freed up for colony ships to come down and bring us colonists. Okay, there we go. For a second, I thought I hadn't built a operating station for the radio antenna. I was like, that would have been embarrassing. How many episodes have I been letting that happen? All right, so that is a new engineer, a 152nd colonist. We've recovered from our die-off, thankfully. Our ridiculous die-off. All right, so we are gaining prestige. Their welfare is pretty good, but it's still not like phenomenal. Let's see. I wonder if what if I built a new recreational facility? Why not, right? We're ending the series. So let's build a large recreational facility out this way. I want both of those buildings to be able to connect to it, so come on. Stay stable. There we go. Oh, okay, only one can connect. I had a feeling that would happen. But that's fine. So now they're going to bring resources out from this airlock, and probably that airlock as well. You'll see them coming from both directions as they get ready to build that. Sandstorm imminent. Crap, they're not going to do anything. Not until the sandstorm is gone. New colonist has just arrived. Who are you? Edgar. There it is. There's the cough. Edgar Rodriguez. Medic. Arrived in the midst of a Martian sandstorm. Welcome to Mars, buddy. It's also getting dark, I believe. Sun is preparing to... Oh, no, it's still about midday. No alert. All right, let's see if we can get this multi-dome built before the sun sets. Not that it matters. You'll still build it at night, but... You know, looking back on the die-off that happened a few episodes back with the trade ship, it could very well be that there's another mechanic that I'm not aware of, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Based on my experience with Mars Colony 1 and reflecting on how that series ended, this is going to be a little bit different. If someone comes and says, hey, there's something you could have done differently to prevent that die-off, I'm going to have to raise a finger and be like, hold on a minute. Because, I mean... any situation, regardless of whether there's a reasonable explanation from a game mechanic point of view, where there are a bunch of colonists just kind of standing around not doing anything automatically when they very well could be, and they could be saving themselves, is just, in my opinion, silly. It's very, very silly. Alright, so we've got that exercise dome being built. People will have the opportunity to feel a little bit better about their life on Mars. You know, one thing I haven't done is I haven't really built any plants indoors. I think a colony ship just landed. Yep, we're up to 158. Why are those resources just sitting there? Looks like they've been sitting there for a while, actually. Because their condition is degrading. I don't understand why. I don't care at this point. I've got plenty of bioplastic. Maybe, am I out of storage? Is that the issue? Are my storage buildings completely full? Yeah, they probably are. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, time for more storage then. Let's go ahead and build a very large storage building. But as I was saying a moment ago, you know, if oh wait, are these visitors? Yeah, they're all visitors. So red alert, because they're all going to turn hostile. I know they are. Yep, there they go. So yeah, that's definitely something that I hope this video series can kind of serve as evidence of something that does need to be improved about the game, because even if there is some kind of reasonable explanation for how that die-off could have been avoided, I mean, there were a bunch of colonists just standing around not feeding themselves when they could have. And you could see the food piling up because they weren't making meals when they could have, you know. So yes, there's probably something in the game that I might have been able to do to avoid that bug, but it is still a bug. All right, so those intruders have been killed. Up to 61 bots. Let's fix our storage problem. Yeah, it's going to require a lot of resources. Another colony ship landing here. Let's see how many colonists land in one big ship. Just 2? A worker and a biologist? Okay. I'm just saying, guys, I think that ship can carry more than 2 colonists. Bring me more. It's a big old ship. All right, it looks like all the resources I need are already queued up out here. There's so many bots now. This is great to see these bots doing all the work. The colonists are not being burdened at all by this stuff. Okay, now a constructor bot will come out and build this stuff. And then you'll see a lot of resources start to get transported inside. It looks like they picked up the resources that were sitting out here because they could be used to build this massive storage. So that's kind of ironic and funny. We have a new biologist. Also, it looks like a new worker just came in. 162 colonists. And the oxygen is slowly filling this massive room. Okay, there we go. And they're bringing some materials in already just to kind of help lighten the load on some of the existing storage in the base. So this is the completed Mars Colony 2. It's been a fun series. It was certainly great to fix the, to right the wrongs of Mars Colony 1 and ensure a surviving colony. Our only major die-off happened because of a glitch that I'm slowly getting less frustrated about as time goes on. But there we go. So, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we're going to start a series in Master of Orion in this slot next. I hope you'll stick around for that. It'll be the first time I have 2 strategy games going simultaneously. We're going to be doing the Civ 5 tutorial and the Master of Orion series at the same time, so that'll be pretty fun. Thank you very, very much for watching the series. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, stick around for Master of Orion. Leave me some comments, let me know what you think. I'm probably not going to do a look back on this because it wasn't a very long series, but still like to talk to you guys. If you guys want to leave general feedback on the entire series or just want to talk about it, the series is not going anywhere. The videos are still going to be here, so leave a comment and I'll be happy to talk to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.